Alejandro Perez defeats Eddie Wineland via split decision. Another close fight, another split decision victory for Alejandro Perez. The strikes were pretty close, but Eddie Wineland landed the harder shots, and he got a knockdown. Though the knockdown wasn't scored, it definitely wasn't a slip, and it also wasn't the clearest knockdown. But if you go based off basic judging of knockdowns, then it was clear enough that Alejandro Perez drew a kick, got caught, got his kick timed, got hit with a clean straight that sat him on his butt, so it was a knockdown. There was like a lot of bad judging at UFC Boise, and there was another, and this was like just another one of the many cases of bad judging that went down at UFC Boise. But was it a huge robbery? No. It was just a bad decision in many people's opinions. But now let's turn our attention to Alejandro Perez. With this win, he is now on a 4-fight winning streak in the bantamweight division. Probably one of the longest active streaks in the division, if not the longest currently. He is undefeated in his last 7 bouts with 6 wins and 1 draw. And overall, he has 7 wins, 1 no contest, 1 loss as far as his UFC career. But he doesn't strike you as a fighter with this type of resume in any way. He doesn't strike you as a star, doesn't strike you as a contender, doesn't strike you as a threat to anyone who's really in the title picture or around the title picture currently. Alejandro Perez is not the fastest fighter, not the hardest hitting, not the strongest fighter, not the highest fight IQ. Nothing notable about his grappling, nothing notable about his striking, and the list goes on. He is basically, he is average everywhere, all across the board, and he has no identity, but one gift he does have is that the judges love him, and he's a very lucky dude. So this was like, but now let me kind of flash back a little bit. One of the worst decisions I've ever seen in MMA is when he got a split decision victory over Andrei Sukumtop. After Sukumtop basically was outclassing him the whole fight. He would drop him like at least 4 or 5 times in the fight, with only 3 of those knockdowns being registered in the fight. So he got dropped twice in the first round, once in the second round, and he got rocked plenty of times in the fight. Yet the judges gave him the decision, like a split decision victory. Sukumtop was literally just laughing at him and outclassing him and dropping him at will, but the judges gave it to him. I guess they don't like bullies or something, and also they don't like people with poor IQ, like Andrei Sukumtop, who should just finish the fight when he had the chance. So the judges just say, if you won't finish him, we'll screw you over and give the decision to him. That's probably what they were thinking. Like, we don't like bullies, we don't like people with bad fight IQ like you, Sukumtop, so we're going to give it to this guy that you're destroying right here if he just makes it to a decision. So that's what they did. Now, I say all of this just to wonder, where does Perez go from here? He just defeated a former WEC champion, the biggest win of his career. So where does he go now? I think they should just give him a real sink or swim test at this point. He's riding one of the better winning streaks in the division, and really that's a good streak in any division in UFC, because it's so hard to get wins back to back in the UFC. So if you're on a 4-fight winning streak, they should definitely start giving you to the Lions, basically see if you can become a Lion or you're just food for the Lions. So let's see how he deals with the top 5, and if he can butt into a true threat, or was it all just luck?